Hello, I'm Bones McKay,
And I'm Ursula Gray.
and today we're going to talk about the Books of Avo, which is a book I've been working on since I was 12 hecking years old. It's basically Aragon meets the Great Gatsby, but it's gay. It's really lesbian gay, isn't it? It's like women loving women mostly.
You're right.
It's very that kind of gay. Yeah. Anyways, so we're going to talk about another character from this who is a character. Her name is Alex. She is a princess.
Hell yeah. Not like she's dramatic. She's actually a princess.
Yes, she is a princess. So I was actually thinking about I wasn't thinking about doing any more of these Avo things cuz I'm going to do more of these character things, but there wasn't any character I was really excited about until YouTube started recommending me Vocaloids. I got so many Vocaloids recommendations, and I was like, oh, I am living my 14-year-old life all over again. So basically, Alex has some incredibly strong connections to the series of songs, Princess of Evil, The Daughter of Evil, that series, The Kingdom of Evil, all of those ones. I was very, very inspired by that whole shebang. I love the idea of evil twin, good twin, if you couldn't already tell from other things of mine. It's definitely one of my favorite tropes. So Alex is the distillation of my teenage angst. She's my edgy character. She always was psychopath, spooky, creepypasta girl. She's a murderer, and she's really into that kind of deal. That's the original Alex. She had a twin brother in the original version named Alex as well. It was Alexander and Alexandria.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
It was the best, okay? It was chef kiss. Yeah, in the original, she had murdered a bunch of people and was now in line to be executed. So that was her deal, and she was just sorry, our cats are they're playing, so I don't know if you can hear them. Anyways, she was supposed to be executed because she killed a bunch of people. She just had no morals. She was kind of an anti-hero, I guess, is the closest I could get. She would wear all black all the time. She had short hair. Yeah, she was just everything that I wanted to be and date. I guess she's always had big lesbian energy too. But yeah, I was watching Vocaloids the other day, and I was just oh my god, I have to talk about Alex, because she's just I feel a lot of us went through the edgy phase.
Lear did.
Yeah, apparently. The My Immortal type phase. That's
God.
kind of where Alex came from. She's my Hot Topic heart.
Yes.
That's all her original intentions. I don't know when she actually showed up. I feel she was an invention of the teenage Avo years of me, and the preteen years, rather than the initial 12-year-old thing. I imagine I had a princess then, because I've always kind of had the king and queen types be the dark and light sage. Yeah, so I think that's always been a constant, but I think I was dark sage, edgy, let's go. So I guess it's not dark sage, it's shadow sage now.
Yeah.
So moving forward, I guess that's all I have to say about past Alex. Current Alex, in the current iteration of the Books of Avo, is in line to be she's going to be executed soon for treason, because she made an attempt on her brother's life. He's a boy named Astler. We're going to talk about my beautiful king lad another time. Yeah, so she was the girl, so she wasn't in line to be queen. I guess she would have been queen, but she wasn't in line to rule. I think in general Alex isn't really excited with like the monarchy and how things are going, because it's become a lot more of it's become a less important role. So the monarchs in this society, in the kingdom of shadow and light, they're like the light sage and the dark sage, because like it was just kind of like the two sage hoods that were given to humans was shadow and light, and then they kind of continued to pass their sagehood down through the line of kings and queens. And so with that, they also did like the normal king and queen thing where they like ruled everything, but things have become a lot more like constitutional monarchy-esque in the world. There's I don't get into it tons because it bores me, but but it's definitely become a lot more of a democratic society as they moved along. And Alex doesn't like that because like she's kind of power hungry, and if she had her way, she would just be a normal hecking monarch and take over things. But I guess that's kind of brings us to the whole deal with the shadow and light sage, where they're kind of meant to like balance each other out. But her brother is a total hecking weenie.
He is the biggest weenie.
He's the biggest weenie. We'll talk about him like officially in another time, but like just know that her brother is a weenie. She got she got caught trying to murder him, and now she's going to be executed. In the meantime, like as she's waiting to be executed, she's like in like the ancient dungeons. They're trying to figure out who she's going to pass her sage powers on to, because like she's got to pick someone, you know, like somebody, like, so they're waiting to figure that out. That's a whole ordeal. And she's just kind of like a terrible person just in general, I guess. It's pretty heavily suspected that she had some sort of hand in killing her mother, the previous queen. No confirmation there. Her dad is also dead, but I don't know if that was her fault.
I don't know. I have suspicions.
We have some suspicions about what happened to their parents. But yeah, she really wanted to be dark sage, so there we go. And I think she's always been jealous of her brother because they're like, okay, like I don't think their dad died. I don't think she has anything to do with their dad dying, because he died when they were like really young.
Oh, okay.
Right. And so Astler has always had sage powers for like a very long time, because he was given light sage powers when his dad died, whereas she has had to wait for her mom to die, and she was really impatient about that. And I'm not saying she killed her, like jury's out on that one, but yeah.
Again, we have suspicions.
Alex has moved a lot farther away from like the spooky Jeff the Killer psychopath route. She's kept sort of like that like emotionlessness, or like just not really clicking emotionally with people. She's pretty dry, I'd say. Yeah, that's Alex. I like her. I know some people like that kind of trope of a character. We need more evil in Avo, I guess. That's my petition. And yeah, don't ever watch Vocaloids, because you'll spoil what happens. Because listen, there is some plot points that I took my little greasy preteen fingers towards, and I take.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's tea time, boys. Off with her head. Clap, clap. Okay. Ursula, you drew her. What's the deal there?
Okay, so going into drawing Alex, I had a pretty clear idea of what she looks like to me, because like previously I've had some characters where I'm like, I don't know what they look like. Whomst. But with Alex, I was like, I know. So like, yeah, I didn't want to go with the super edgy edgelord that I know she used to be. Because she has matured quite a bit. Style-wise, so I always pictured her, because she's kind of like Bone said, she's kind of dry and very like reserved, kind of cold. So I wanted to do something that was like, that felt kind of reserved and classy. Like, 'cause, you know, she is a princess. She's going to be wearing kind of like classier, kind of more subdued versions of like, you know, 1920s-ish fashion.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, before, like, I say all the, like, this creepypasta stuff, but she used to just be in, like, black dresses, basically. Yeah. More medievally ones, because I was writing fantasy, but now it's all set in the 20s, so it's like, she's not really ostentatious.
No, she's very, very, toned down. Yeah, and I didn't want to put her in all black. Like, she's wearing some dark colors, like some grays and some purples, but I didn't want it to be, like, all black.
Listen, that's the thesis for another character, so we're good.
Yes.
I still have an Edgy. I feel like Alex, I think around teenage years, I think Alex split into two characters, and they are well preserved, beautiful characters that I love and adore.
Yes. So one thing about Alex is that she just emits evil lesbian energy. So I had to give her the little haircut.
Yes.
When I was drawing it, I kept thinking of like Sailor Moon lesbians.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Is it Sailor Uranus and Sailor
Neptune?
Neptune, yeah. So I was kind of basing the hair off Sailor Uranus, I think.
Uranus.
Yeah. So
yeah, she's always had like mask vibes.
Yeah. So yeah, and I kind of went for more like, I guess, like a more mask kind of build for her. Originally I was thinking of making her kind of like curvy and willowy, but I was like, no, I'll make her more boxy looking.
Yeah, I would have vetoed the curvy willowy thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I came across, I like figured out her face quicker than I thought. Like, I wanted to give her like still a very kind of like feminine, kind of cute looking face, but like she's always very deadpan.
Yeah.
So she's
looks at me for confirmation.
She's got like a bit of like a smaller face and smaller features, and then very kind of like one expression.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So that's Alex.
Yeah, there's not much else to it other than I was edgy once upon a time, and this is what I created. Mm-hmm. Please enjoy. Also, you drew her in a little suit.
I did. I just feel like she'd wear a suit.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
You know? I mean, like, come on, she's got mask energy.
Yeah.
I needed to see it.
I mean, she's also kind of frumpy because she's in prison most of the story, right?
Yeah.
In the dungeon.
I did forget to draw her prison Sona.
Her prison Sona? What?
Her dungeon Sona.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's locked in the dungeon right now. People aren't usually locked in the dungeon. That's where, like, the fallen angels are locked. They scream.
Same.
Because she's not holding them back. Gotta fix this whole Dark Sage situation, guys. Sorry, Shadow Sage. Edgy Sage.
Edgy Sage.
Okay, so that's this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Ursula's anime video last time.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad you guys liked that.
Yeah. Goodbye.